Let me get to Salaki. Get to Zimbo. So Zimbo's on the channel now, yeah, talking about whores and shit, slags and shit. And this is what my woman said about Zimbo. Remember, Zimbo was talking, saying how, listen, my daughter would never be. No, what are we saying again? He's talking about how this slag shit ain't good. And this is what one of these slags said to him about his daughter, Salakia.
Like, this is the, like, what we've been talking about, this whole face shit. Like, yo, we're not making that acceptable. That's not acceptable. We're not letting no world.
Why?
Pause. Why? Because, yo, I got a 16-year-old daughter. Mate, I got a 16-year-old daughter. It's fucking not acceptable. What do you mean? Why?
I don't wait for your daughter's whole face.
Mate, my daughter's a G. She was raised by me. What the fuck you on about? Are you stupid, fam? That's not happening. My daughter's a G now. Do you know what she's doing now, right now? Allow it. Are you fucking mad? Are you stupid, bro? Are you stupid? Hold on, stop. Are you fucking stupid, bro? My daughter is a G, blood. My daughter's a fucking queen. She's up for an award. She's up for an award for an inspirational youth award. She does dance. She works with young people. She's in college. She like, blood. My youths are doing bits, bro. Fuck what you heard, fam. Are you stupid, bro? Don't ever try disrespect. My foundation's mad. My foundation's mad. Don't like my.
I really
pause.
Don't tell me to disrespect and not let people get a word in edgeways.
My thing's never like yours. It's never the same because I come from a different place, blood. So and I've made sure that my foundation is set differently. So my daughter doesn't have to be traumatized and go through a fucking whole phase to find herself because she's gonna grow and know who the fuck she is. You feel me?
No.
Hey, blood.
She can do her own shit. She can find her own way. She can do her own thing. She can take control of what she wants to do.
You know why she
and still have that.
Because you see my daughter now. She's got strong, staunch males around her. Proper OGs around her. So she knows what to strive for in a man. The reason why all these guys are moving like this and Luke, because they ain't got nothing like that, fam. They didn't grow like that. They didn't grow with that shit, fam. So that's why they're moving like that, blood. Because they ain't got an example. See my youth, fam. They got those examples. They know how the shit's supposed to be.
And that was disrespectful, man. People saying how, listen, you know, I don't really like this whole phase. And the woman goes, I can't wait for your daughter to have her whole phase.
Right.
That's the problem. Why would you want my daughter to have a whole phase? Because you're a woman.
Right.
You're a woman that wrecks your life. Why do you want my daughter to wreck her life, man? You be a whole man. You saw how it worked out. Why do you want my woman to be? And that's why this man got stuff, man. That's why he got angry. I can see it too, man. I can see why he got angry. I can see why, and that's the problem. You know what I mean? These whores are gonna wreck their lives, set them with many men, got many baby fathers, or whatever the case may be. And they should be like, you know what? I don't want the next girl to go through what I went through. But instead, they'll say, I can't wait for your daughter to have a whole phase. And that's why it's, man.
And Salaki, if I could,
what?
She was saying, I hope she has a whole phase. Like, really, it all just goes right back into jealousy, where because they've had a whole phase, they've made bad decisions and slept around, they're traumatized. They need other sisters. They need other people to make the same mistakes that they did, so that they don't lose value in their mind. They need other people to drop to their level so that they still have a certain level of value among the populace. Like, really, because women know that there's value in remaining pure. There's value in having your virginity in that. Because the first thing women say when they're mad at each other or someone pisses them off, they call the sister a hoe.
That's right.
The hoe, a slag, all that. So really, you know what it is, but you just want that young sister to make the same mistakes that you did, so she's down on your level as well. It's disgusting.
It's disgusting, man. Every whore should be sad of what they've done. Should be upset of what they've done, how they wrecked their life. But instead, you want to twist it around and say, "Yeah, we're having a hot girl summer, and I can't wait for your daughter to become a whore." She's out of order for that, man. Out of order. Sorry, what is this?
And I was just thinking that obviously he may believe that his foundations are solid, so he takes this very personally. But what about everybody else? We're talking about in the grand scheme of things, your daughter, yes, might have good foundations, but what about everybody else?
That's true. You know what I mean? His daughter might have ground foundation, but like you said, she got a man in her life with all the things there. Which again, there's nothing that can in this world anyway. There's nothing that can guarantee his daughter won't become a whore. But this earth is wicked. It's wicked. In the kingdom of heaven, we got rules that make sure no woman becomes a whore. So I don't care, you know, if you raise your daughter well, she still can become a whore, man. But why would you wish that on somebody, man?
Right.
You wish, hey, listen, you saw. I know your life ain't perfect. I know men don't use you, and you know, not pay your tax if you're at home, and all types will happen to you. And because, like they say, misery is company. You know what? My daughter's become a whore. Nah, man. Every man out there should make sure the daughter don't become a whore, man. We gotta start raising his kids and raising his daughters, raising his sons, man, raising his men that having sex with these girls, man. Raising these girls up properly. Get yourself a good woman that can raise a daughter properly, man, and tell her what to go for in them, man. That way, none of our daughters have a whole phase. She can wish all she wants, but none of our daughters will have no whole phase, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Let me get. If you could, Albert, if you could.
Come on.
Give me the scripture. Give it Deuteronomy 23 and 17.
Come on. And Salaki, if I could.
Yeah, man, sure.
Like how she's wishing this whole phase upon this. Like imagine like typically for guys, like imagine a guy that was a drug dealer and a gangbanger. He has murdered so many brothers and sold drugs and destroyed so many families. And he's proud about it, he's bragged about it, he's getting praised for it in his, I don't know, his rap songs or something. And then he says to you, yeah, I want your child to become a murderer. I hope your child becomes a drug dealer, right, just like me. Like, how sick and twisted do you have to be to even think something like that?
That's right.
Like you.
I can see why he flipped. That was disrespectful, man. That's a curse word right there, man. No man wants a daughter to become a whore, man.
Right.
The word whore itself is a derogatory term, man. Why would you want my daughter to have a whore phase, man? Because you're a whore. It's like you, man. It's
like I said, if I could, it was Deuteronomy 23 and what verse then?
23 and 17.
Come on. Deuteronomy 23 and verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
Read that again.
There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
In the kingdom, guess what? A whole phase won't exist, man.
That's
whole phase won't exist. In the UPK, we train our daughters to never have a whore phase, man. To never become a whore or even have a whore phase. We don't train our daughters to have a hot girl summer, man. We don't train our daughters to kiss many frogs until they find their prince, man. We don't even train our daughters to go out there and find their own man. We find the man for you, so lucky. You can't find your own man here. We find them for you. Like how my daughter be like, yeah, like him here, excuse me. You gonna fuck? You gonna fuck what you want?
Right.
You asked you. It's only your life. It's only your life. We decide this. You can't have no whole face, man. It's only your life and your body. You know, we pick around here. We be like, yeah, that man looks he's like the type for you, you know. Mm-hmm. But I don't like, you know, yeah, I'm not interested. We don't give a shit about what we don't care what you think. We don't care what you think. Say your life is mine. It's mine. So luck, yeah. Our daughters don't have no whole face. So luck, they don't have none.
That's right.
We train daughters not to have no whole face. Never to become a whore. Never to have a hot girl somewhere. Never to have what's the thing that the girls do? They go to Cancun and go to Carnival. We don't have whole face. We don't do that. We train them properly, man. So luck, yeah, man.
Yeah. Are the Matrix? Sham cheesy. Karatia. When me say U.P.K, you care. Well, anyway. We there a whole a rem span the ends. Me and me dog them a whole a med span the ends. Every man ya so lose friends span the ends. Torment Babylon a put stress pan we head pan the ends. We feel this span the ends. Every man a try be the next span the ends. Dog, we fly out and one bend span the ends. But we die out and more dead pan the ends. Where me come from, you lucky if you live long day in a the war zone. But I know Pakistan, a the place where you juvenile a the big man. Graver you do time, brother pick one, yo. Man a fi bleach but I never zone of the 6 pants and the rifle with kickstand. Quick answer to enemy them response. You we dead if you a Christian, devil them strong. Me say, but it's a trick done. Them one we fall down in a the quicksand. Me kill a them where they are London, England. Teach me say the white man him is a trickster. The same struggle man a face in a Kingston. I see him struggle them a face in a Trinidad. All the way I go to Birmingham, Brixton. The link strong, it no matter what the distance. Hey, boom. We there a whole a rem span the ends. Me and me dog them a whole a med span the ends. Every man ya so lose friends span the ends. Torment Babylon a put stress pan we head pan the ends. We feel this on the ends. Every man a try be the next on the ends, dog. We fly out and one bends on the ends, but we die out and more dead body then. Once upon a time round ya so did nice, full of vibes, man a play football, shoes aside. If I know football, you like one go shoot your dice. But everything change when me nigga lose him life. Go for crime, a certain black coffee gets scrutinized. Check every taxi on the route I drive, then you to ride them two connive. Man have to sleep at the and shoot a night. And watch your head back, you never know what over time round ya not safe again. Watch out for the hate of them and the traitor them and the fake friend dog the acre tens. No solution for make amends. Babylon says ceasefire, but we nah no faith na them a sake of them. Make the crime rate so great again. And Jamaica red hot like the equator belt Jamaica bread. Cause you never break no red. With the ghetto youth them you send the Terminator them dad. So man a fi wall a rems span the ends. Me and me dog them a wall a meds span the ends. Every man ya so lose friends span the ends. Torment Babylon a put stress pa we head span the ends. We feel this span the ends. Every man a try be the next span the ends dog. We fly out and one bend span the ends. But we die out and more dead span the ends. Lucky if you live long, they in a the war zone. But an Pakistan is a place where you juvenile are the big man. Pray for you do time, brother, pick one dad. Man have the bleach, but I never zone. Are the 6 pants and the rifle with kickstand. Quick answer to enemy, them respond. You be dead if you a Christian, devil in strong ends. A trick done, them one we fall down in a the quicksand. Me kill a them where they are London, England. Teach me say the white man name is a trickster. The same struggle man a face in a Kingston. A same struggle them a face in a Trinidad. All the way go to Birmingham, Brixton. The link strong, it no matter what the distance.